Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to a very special video. I am super excited to do this video for you guys. Since we are at the end of 2023, we're going to take a look back at my top 10 favorite Funko Pops that I added to my collection this year. That doesn't mean that they came out this year. That just means that I added them to my collection this year. So, without any further ado, let's take a look at that list. Here we go. So, top 10 favorite Funko Pops of 2023 that I added to my collection this year. Like I said, again, just to reiterate, this is not Pops that came out this year. Okay? Not Pops that came out this year. Not saying that there might be some Pops on here that did come out this year, but Pops that I added to my collection this year. So, we're going to actually start off with the number 10 spot on this list. Coming in at number 10 on the list is a Pop that came out in 2022, but I did add it just recently because I finally found it, and it is from Universal Studios Monsters movie, the movie category. It is Blacklight Walgreens exclusive Frankenstein. Let's take a closer look at this bad boy. So the reason why Blacklight Frankenstein is number 10 on my list is I always enjoyed this movie growing up. It's a fun movie, and with this Pop, it is Blacklight, so that's kind of cool already, but he's also holding the sunflower, which if you've seen the movie, you know. Won't get into it here, but I just really like the design of it. I love the green coloring. It really glows really well when you turn the, or not glows, I'm sorry. The blacklight is really cool when you get a blacklight flashlight on it. And I love the suit that he has with the blue outlines in it, the blue outlines in his hair. It's a really delicate and awesome looking Pop. I really enjoy it, and that is why it's number 10 on my list. Number 9 on my list is going to be a Pop that I am not going to take out of the box because this thing is massive, okay? And it is still wrapped in its like wrapping that they do. It is an oversized Pop. But the reason why it's number 9 on my list is because it is my favorite movie of all time, Wizard of Oz, and we have the poster, Diamond Edition, Dorothy and Toto. The like how detailed this thing is amazing. They're standing on the yellow brick road. You have the poster in the background. If you turn it around, same thing, poster with Dorothy and Toto. Diamond because her ruby slippers are studded, just like in the movie. Like I said, this is my favorite movie of all time, and I had to throw it in my top 10. Got this maybe a couple months ago. Really excited for this one, and that's why it lands at number 9 on my top 23 list. Coming in at number 8 on my top 10 favorite pickups of the year of 2023 is from a movie that, in my opinion, is arguably top 3, if not number 1. Best Christmas movies of all time. This Pop is from the year, let's see if I can find it. It did actually come out this year. I think it's an older Pop that got redistributed this year, but it is none other than Clark Griswold from Christmas Vacation. Let's take a closer look at it. Taking a closer look at it, this thing is amazing. He has on the Santa outfit from the movie. He has his little moose mug. I don't know if it can, you can see it pretty well right there. It has the moose mug, and what's even cooler about it is the moose mug actually is colored inside like he's drinking the eggnog. Such a cool design on this Pop. Love this movie. Like I said, it is probably one of my favorite. I probably have Elf at number 1 of my Christmas movies, but Christmas Vacation, National Lampoons is probably number 2. Sometimes maybe even cracking number 1. This movie is amazing, really funny. And before you ask, I do also have Cousin Eddie. Just didn't make my top 10 list. But at number 8, Clark Griswold. Let's see what else is on this top 10 list. Coming in at number 7 on my top 10 list is a Pop from an anime that I just recently, probably a few months ago, finished, and I'm fully caught up, ready to rock and roll for the next season. This Pop did come out this year, so it is from the year, and it is none other than a Pop from Demon Slayer. You probably just saw a clip of his head real quick, and that is Rengoku. Let's take a closer look. So as you probably already saw, it was already out of the box. I was ready to rock and roll. It actually sits on my shelf here. As you can see, I have my Demon Slayer collection right there, and he goes right there. So I already had him out of the box. But this pop is absolutely gorgeous. It glows in the dark. All of his red tips, his hair, his cloak here, all glow. It's an amazing glow. Rengoku, although he wasn't in the show as long as I would have liked, if you know, you know. But he is one of my favorite characters from Demon Slayer, and that is why he comes in at number 7 on my top 10 favorite pops added to my collection from 2023. Let's see what number 6 is. Number 6 is a pop from a show that I feel like is the greatest show of all time, although it ended not probably on the best terms, but it is my favorite show of all time. Probably my favorite character, definitely in the top 3. But it is a pop from the NFT line from Game of Thrones, and that is the royalty edition of Jon Snow Wildling. So taking a closer look out of the box, this Jon Snow is amazing. He has his sword right there, really cool. He has his I don't know what they call it. What is it? Cloak, coat, whatever, from being part of the Night's Watch, being the leader. Such an amazing pop. Like I said, he's probably in my top 3 favorite characters. Robb Stark is up there, Daenerys is up there, but Jon Snow is definitely up there. 4,500 piece count for this pop NFT line from Game of Thrones. That's number 6. What is possibly cracking the top 5? Number 5 is another pop that is already out of box because he is actually in the case back there on the God of War shelf, and that is none other than Kratos' son, Atreus. So Atreus is an older pop, comes from 2018, but I just recently picked them up this year. I have a couple of Kratos pops already, was never able to find Atreus. Finally found him on a great deal at one of my favorite shops here locally. And he's just an amazing figure. He has on his outfit. He has his bow and arrows that he uses all the time in the game. He's got his little hair done up top. I think they did a really good job of making sure he's even got marks on his face from battle wounds. Amazing job making this piece awesome. It's a pretty high-end pop in terms of value. I think as the recording of this video, I think he's going for about $95. So I would consider that a grail. Anything around the $100 mark is typically, to me, a grail. So there you go. Number five, Atreus. There we go. Let's see what else is in that top 5 at number 4. So number 4 comes from one of my favorite movies of all time. This pop did come out, I believe, this year. Yes, in 2023. But it's such a cool pop. They only had, if my memory serves me right, one pop from this movie all these years that came out years ago. They finally released some more pops from this movie, which I knew once they released them, I had to get every pop in the set, which I do have every pop in the set. And that is from the movie 300. We have Chase Leonidas. So like I said, I have every pop from this set, but I had to make sure and pick up the Chase because this Chase is so amazing. He has on his battle helmet with his little mohawk from the helmet. He's got his little rat tail in the back. He's got his cape. Like, this pop is so dope. The only thing that I think that they could have did to make it even better, just a tweak to it, was if they added his Spartan shield on this hand to go along with his sword. But this pop is so dope. I love the fact that they finally came out with some new ones. Like I said, they only had one, I believe, from this movie, and it was a Leonidas Chase that goes for hundreds of dollars. But when this one came out, I know it's not the original, but I knew I had to get it because I love this movie. And there you have it. At number 4, we have the Chase, Leonidas himself. What could possibly be in the top 3? Stick around and you'll find out. So this is what we're waiting for, right? Top 3 of my favorite Funko Pops from adding to my collection from the year of 2023. This pop, again, is another one that is already out of box because he sits right up there with my Superman collection. And that is none other than Superman from the movie Man of Steel. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so from this set, we only have 2 pops. You can either get Superman himself or you can get General Zod. I'm still on the lookout for General Zod, but this pop is so cool, man. I love the design of the suit to match the design of the suit in the movies. I love the cape. I'm a huge Superman fan, as you probably already know if you watch me. And this pop is from 2013. It's one of my older pops, but I just recently picked them up this year at a sale, another sale at one of my favorite local shops that they were having. Knew I had to have them, got a great deal on them. I think I got like 50 to 55% off on his normal PPG. He's a grail for sure. Up there, he's somewhere in the $90 to $100 range, but definitely one of my grail pieces. He sits up there with my Superman collection. That is number 3 on my top 10 list. Let's find out what number 2 is. Number 2 on my top 10 list is a pop that I have been waiting for a long time. Although I'm saying I've been waiting for it for a long time, it is a pop that comes from the year 2023, so it's not an older pop, but it's of my favorite entertainer, singer, the GOAT of all time, which I'm actually wearing a jacket of him, Michael Jackson, and that is the Funko exclusive Diamond Michael Jackson. Let's take a closer look, shall we? So when I tell you this pop is dope, this pop is dope. I mean, they nailed this down to every possible detail. They have all the curly hair, including the little curls in the front. He has his glasses on. It's diamond because his jacket is fully diamond out. His glove is diamond out. His socks are diamond out. And if you're not aware, this is the outfit he wore to the Grammys when he broke the record at the time. I think the record's been broken since then. I'm not 100% sure. But when I believe he won 8 Grammys in one night. Amazing night for him. But this outfit is amazing. I have all the other recent pops that came out of Michael, of Smooth Criminal, Thriller, the Bad album, all that good stuff. And I also have 2 Michael Jackson, let's go this way, 2 Michael Jackson original pops from Bad and Beat It right there. Those are original ones from before, but Funko recently got the license back to be able to make more Michael Jackson pops. And this one was one I was very much excited to see because of the outfit and because of the way I knew that they were going to make it. So this is why this pop is number 2 on my top 10 list. Should have been number 1, but there's one that I just had to give it to because it has a little bit something extra to it. So stick around and let's find out what is the number 1 pop on my list. Okay, so I know you're asking yourself what could possibly beat out that Michael Jackson Diamond for my number 1 spot of the top 10 Funko Pops added to my collection of the year of 2023. And it is a pop that I hold near and dear to my heart. It is my one and only signed pop in my collection. And I personally got it signed by the voice actor at a convention. And it is my favorite villain from my favorite anime, My Hero Academia. And that is Dobby. So since this pop is signed, I'm not going to take it out the box. I like to make sure it stays nice and fresh. But this is from 2019 Fall Convention sticker. It was a con sticker that they had, but I don't have the con one. I have the shared one. But like I said, I got it signed in person by the English voice actor. It says, "This is just a signal fire." And he put Dobby and then his signature right up there above Dobby. This is, like I said, my favorite villain in my favorite anime. I love Dobby. I love his story. I'm not going to say nothing about him just in case you're playing catch up on the show or you're trying to watch it right now. I'm not going to say anything about him, but his story and his backstory and where he comes from and everything that he's gone through is really an amazing story arc. I love him. He's so cool. And the design of the pop itself with all the stitches, just like in the show, really dope. And like I said, it's signed. And I got it done this year, so I had to put it at my number 1 spot of the top 10 favorite ads of the year 2023. So just like the end of the year, that wraps up my top 10 list of the year 2023. I'm really excited to go into 2024 and see what kind of Funko Pops are coming out this year. I already know a few of them that I am anticipating coming out. Can't wait for them to drop. But why don't you let me know what you're trying to look for in the year 2024. What pop line, what specific pop are you looking for? Also, what's your favorite pop? Give me your favorite pop that you got in the year 2023. Is it an anime? Is it a sports character? Is it Pokemon? I don't know. Let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And until next time, man, I hope you guys have a safe and blessed Happy New Year. This is your boy JD the Gamer, and I'm out this thing, baby. Peace.